Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of the Lev Fer Show. Come on in, put your feet up. Let's have a great goddamn time. We have two amazing guests in the building. To my left, Derek Perez is here. And to his left, Doug Uram in the house. Shout out to the urinals. Shout out to the Gators.
Shout out to that dang, though. Look at that dang.
Wow. Talk about Doug's pimple?
Yeah.
This is what happens when you eat like and you never f***ing do them.
Yeah, what is
out
that?
Like a f***ing preteen.
Well, how come Lev doesn't have any pimples?
Because his body's used to all the saturated fat and carbs and sugar that it's just like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's just more fuel.
This is life.
You guys ever just have a day without hate?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Or is it just every day you just wake up and you go, I'm going to make fun of the fattest guy that I see today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
what I was thinking.
Well, you guys should be proud of yourselves.
You look like you slimmed down.
There's this one fat guy I really like. I've been seeing on social media. He's doing well.
Who?
He's fucking
He's
huge.
doing whale.
Yeah.
He's
Whale,
His name
whale.
starts with an L. His name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was this? Where could this story have gone? Why would you bring that up?
Which one?
You saw a fat guy on social media.
It's you.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
You're
talking about
the
you,
fucking
yeah.
fat
It begins with an L. You didn't get the fucking joke here?
no. I
Jesus
think I just
Christ.
took an L, dude. Just start my own goddamn show. God dang it.
No, that was a joke.
No, I did. I genuinely did not put it together. It's my second show. I just fucking wrapped one.
Oh, excuses coming in.
Come on,
There
now,
we coming in
bastard.
hot. I knew I should have got you some Bob Whites. You needed that extra.
I
fuel.
haven't eaten. I haven't had fucking breakfast. I had lunch and dinner, but no, I haven't eaten a thing.
At the same
You
time.
had dinner at 7 a.m.
You did.
No, I didn't eat. I've been trying.
When he texted us, that's when he was fucking.
I've been trying to
had
not
the
eat.
worst
I'm
time.
trying to fucking really. And I quit smoking.
You were
Come on,
smoking at one
guys.
point? I don't
Yeah,
remember
smoking
this.
cigs,
I had
smoking
no idea.
cigars,
Ripping
weed,
cigarettes,
Yeah.
baby.
ripping butts.
Still do an occasional cigar, but I'm done with it. I'm done with the stuff.
Good.
Trying to get it together, man.
Yeah.
If I can now just find $30,000.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I need like a movie scene where drug dealers have to throw a bag of cash because they're being chased.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need to be
like,
Steve Buscemi.
like Tony Blundetto.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
From now on, when somebody has good luck, it'll be called a blendetto.
I wonder what he was gonna do with all that crack anyway. It was all crack files he found.
It's crack or crank.
Crank with.
Oh my
and-
God, is it a fetus? Oh, she was so annoying, that fucking
broad,
twat.
right?
Oh my God.
She was so hot though, wasn't she?
She was bad.
I'm
She was
going
hot.
to try. I feel evil. I click. That's how you handle that. Just hang up the fucking phone when they start bitching.
One of the. I don't know why the scene particularly makes me laugh, but when he beat up his Asian foreman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wes Correll. It's Wes Caldwell.
When he finally snaps
Yeah.
it.
Starts beating him with a 2x4.
He did kind of have a point though.
You
It's like-
fucking scam artist. So here I do. Oh, so partner, we open in 3 days.
Yeah, he's like, partner, I fucking
Yeah.
did everything. Well, you know, but
Yeah.
then again, he's kind of the money man, whatever.
You
And
believe
he
in
also
the-
did help him the fuck out. So
Yeah.
maybe Buscemi was
The
in the wrong.
Korean people, very smart. You prepare for future.
This is
This is
all
a
right.
different theme than the last podcast
What do you mean?
that he did. This is completely different.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah.
brought the if you know, I like to give a balance. If I change it up, I give you people you haven't seen before. I give you the regulars on the next one. You know, don't wanna disturb any eggs
Here we
Okay.
make
in
jokes.
that basket. You know? What was this big joke you had?
I was gonna say I know. What was how are we looking, Dougie? Yeah, I'm not saying it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. All right, so this is what I wanted to talk about. People, there's this narrative that like the Olympics blows.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all. Every event I've tuned into, except for BMX, surprisingly, has been sick.
Oh, why didn't you like BMX?
It was just kind of boring. They didn't do much trickery. It was women when I tuned in. It was just
Yeah.
kind of boring. But every other thing I've tuned into in the Olympics, like, dude, skating was fucking sick.
Oh, skateboarding's in now. Yeah.
Yeah, Nigel Houston. You're at the edge of your fucking seat.
I want to watch the women boxing so I can watch dudes knock the shit out of chicks legally.
So there's a big thing about this, and I'm sure by the time this comes out, there's gonna be new info that makes us look
Yeah.
like dickheads.
Yeah.
Probably.
I do think that Algerian lady was born a woman, but I do think she had like a man's face surgically put onto her face.
Or she's on a bunch of steroids.
Well, that's what I was thinking when they said she had high tests. I was like, maybe possibly.
I mean, dude, if you look at her
Fucking roids.
body and head, I mean,
Look at Chris
look at the
Cyborg, that's a
Taiwan,
chick.
the Taiwanese one.
That's a dude.
That's
I didn't
fucking
see it.
guy,
and that one, if you
The
call that one a
striations
dude,
in
she
the
gets
shoulder.
mad.
but here's what I think. I heard that it is a biological woman, but has like some kind of gender deficiency or
My
some
ass.
shit like that.
She's got gonads up in her.
But I also
She's a
think,
hermaphrodite?
Intersex,
Like
yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
bro, to win an Olympic gold, these countries like will fucking start doping you since the time you were a
Yeah,
child.
Look at Russia.
They took away
Yeah.
all their gold medals from that year.
Like
Russia's
they'll
not
do
even in
whatever
the
they
Olympics
got to
right
do.
now.
They'll
Yeah.
fucking surgically implant
That's
shoulders
because to
into
other
you.
countries, that fucking means something. To us, the Olympics is just like retards that waste their life.
Well, the thing is, in Algeria,
fucking shot
it's
put.
gay. It's illegal to be gay. You can't be homosexual in Algeria.
Yeah.
They'll kill you.
You haven't been there?
No, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on the
What a
chopping
relief.
block as soon as I land.
What is that smell?
You didn't put your teeth in. This is dishonorable.
Why are your teeth out? For a dick?
That's not nice. Nobody wants to look at that. Your
That's
social
like, guys,
score
that's
goes down.
Indians. That's not...
Yeah, but you know what we
Funny
mean.
how Algerians
Yeah.
sound like.
We could just say
All I know
Algerian.
about them is they had a huge war.
What?
I don't. They're not Arabs. They're actually African.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
North African.
Just
Yeah,
when I
they're-
couldn't
they're
like
part
them
of
worse.
Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
You lay that on me. Yeah, they say Kamala Harris is an Algerian trans woman.
Kamala.
Yeah. Camel toe?
Did you hear this?
Did you see this, folks? You guys hear about that?
Can I say something? I'm going to lose the whole audience with
Who
this.
cares?
I'm backing Kamala this time around.
Okay, let's leave.
Yeah.
I just am. I am.
Enough of this.
Oh, he just took the air right
Yeah,
out
I
of us.
cannot.
Just letting you know.
How
You're
come?
not gonna fucking get up to vote.
I
Who
might.
The fuck are
I
you
might.
kidding?
I really might.
Are you registered in this state? I thought you registered
I
in
think
North
so, but I'm going to
Carolina.
Google and figure out if I can get a polling place. I'm going to actually just put my
You're
girlfriend
gonna
on
you're
it.
gonna go to register and they're gonna call and be like, do you owe a couple back payments on your bike? And you'll be like,
Yeah.
no, not
Look,
Lev Fer.
I'm Trump did good shit with trade agreements. He got the U.S. up footing a lot of these fucking
He
bills.
also brokered the first peace deal in the Middle East in 20 fucking years that
What
nobody
he
talks about.
did just do though was idiotic. After
No,
the Sandra
here's what I'll
Massey
say.
thing was kind of wild.
Here's what I'll say. I am so sick of just seeing this guy.
Yeah.
He lies nonstop. He lies to your face in every fucking interview.
That's what they all do.
Dude, I'm ready. MAGA needs to be out of
Trump
American
doesn't lie.
politics. Like, get real conservatives in there to run.
Yeah.
Even like real Republicans don't want to back him. They just know this is our best shot to win today. So it's like I'm just done with it. We need MAGA out of here. The fact that he appointed J.D. Vance
You
is
just shot this podcast.
the greatest slap in the face to the fucking American people.
Who the
this
fuck
this
is even him?
this Christian
He's an
fundamentalist
evangelical.
fucker.
The only reason why he made him his VP is so he could get the Christian vote.
It was
No,
Here's why he
talking
made
shit
him
about him the entire fucking time.
Here's why he made him VP. is-
Never Trump.
I think that because Vance is like a mouthpiece for like he literally has said,
Evangelicals.
let's fire appointed civil workers and servants, elected civil workers and servants, and replace them with our people, which is a total foundation of Project 2025, bringing Christians into government, bringing religion back into government. I don't fuck around with that. Whatever religion you are, be it, keep it out of government.
Right.
And I think that it is a terrible sign that when they go to ask Trump and go, what about Project 2025? He goes, I never even heard of that. You're
But
fucking
also, here's the
lying.
thing, like,
and
how
he
much-
owes a favor to those people enough that he has to give them a fucking VP spot.
Very good. Natalie with the weather.
Yeah, that's very good, Lev. Now next, squirrel water skis, and then
No, I'm just done with it, man. I'm
happy birthday
Yeah.
to Sheila Veronica.
I hate
112
Trump. I
years
really
old
hate
today.
him.
I don't know,
And I
but
never
here's the
thought
thing.
I'd feel that way. I was always middle of the road. But when I really see who the people are that are back, and I see people in my life that have become like swept up MAGA idiots who just give me fake news all day.
See, I look at things the opposite way. I see people got swept up in all the leftist agenda and believe all the
They
horseshit
did.
they believe
8 years
about
ago.
fucking-
It sucks
even
on both
now, though,
sides.
man.
Dude, now here's what I think happened. I think 8 years ago, Trump was a response to how crazy the left was getting.
And the left is
And-
even crazier.
And I
now.
think I disagree. I think the left has gotten more moderate because they realize that's the only way we're gonna fucking win.
Right.
People don't believe in this crazy
If they
shit.
pipe down.
Yeah, they pipe the fuck
yeah,
down.
we could sit here and say that they got more moderate here in our country, but they're sitting there and they're stoking the flames of fucking foreign wars. Since when was the left ever a party
Well,
of
let's
war?
get into that.
Yeah.
Let's get into that. But I will say, I think the right now is as crazy as the left ever was.
I don't think it is.
I think they're radical. The fact that the VP thinks there should be total ban on abortion, I think like even in
Pence thought that too, though. But that's also Republicans. They also all believe that, but it doesn't matter when Trump sits there and he
80% of the country doesn't believe that.
What?
Like, and the fact that like here's the thing: repealing Roe v. Wade. At one point, I was like devil's advocate on it, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm smart enough to know if it should be federal or states' rights. As I get older, I'm like, no, that should be first trimester abortion should be federally protected in this government.
Yeah, I was thinking like,
and 80% of the country
But
feels
nobody
that way.
cared
I was thinking like you give a
fucking-
chick 3 abortions, and after
Yeah.
that, it's
like-
on
Then it's
her.
a free ice cream.
Yeah. Then it's an ice pack
Yeah.
over the snatch.
Yeah, free gallon of Rocky Road.
Yeah,
And then you
I-
can't have sex for a year.
And also everything I'm saying is like it's populist. It's what most of the country agrees with. So like I'm sick of how much these Republicans are selling their asses out to these fucking hardcore religious conservatives. Well, there's no place for that in this
but then
country.
you
We're
have the
past
left,
that.
man. You have the left being completely hypocritical. But here's the thing: you're saying religion. The left's religion is all the LGBTQ.
Didn't Biden just ban fucking? Did I hear that he banned like gender reaffirming surgeries for children or something like that?
Did he
That's
really?
what That's what
Against
Trump
it.
wants to do. He wants to.
Now,
make it
look this
illegal
up.
for
Yeah.
gender.
Look,
That's the last I've heard.
Democrat-
But here's the thing: when you have an absentee, and there's one thing I don't really like Ben Shapiro because again he's too much of the Jewish whatever the fuck. Again, keep your religious
too
out,
Jewy?
keep your religion out of the.
Is he?
And I
Does
used to
he?
like him.
I mean, he rocks the yarmulke when
Yeah.
he slays some college
I used to like
kids.
him, but the fact that he's so fucking hell bent like with Israel without looking into other facts about Israel and all this, it's like Israel. No matter, you can't be that way. You have to look at all the fuck. But the one thing that he did say is that when you have the absentee of religion, what becomes your prophets, what becomes your religion is your identity. So yeah, you're saying that the right. Maybe you're right. Christians shouldn't infiltrate the government and have a completely Christian-run fucking right-wing Republican Party, sure. But at the same time, you also have the left's religion is this LGBTQ, is identity politics. That
I don't
is
think
their
so.
fucking
I
religion,
think-
and their prophets are these politicians.
I think, to be fair, I think that's both of the extremes. I think that's what everybody thinks the left is now. The Democrats I talk to on a daily basis, they want fucking border security.
Yeah.
They
Those are called classic liberals.
yeah.
Classical
To
liberals.
me,
like a Bill Maher type.
yeah. To me, I'm like, yes, we need a fucking border in this country. A child shouldn't be able to get a gender reaffirming surgery. I believe that. Like all of these, all of that shit.
Yeah.
I think most of the country feels away.
We do,
But
yeah.
the problem is neither party will give you the option to vote in what the populist thing is because they have to be at odds. They have to disagree.
That's why RFK
Yes.
they thought was going to be such an impact as an
Right.
independent. Which, if he would have stayed Democrat, he could have been on the ticket because Biden dropped out.
Yeah.
This is Dirtbag Lev.
I don't think RFK would have beat Kamala,
with the
though.
Lev Fer Show.
The-
What's going on with you, buddy? You're
the-
fucking.
No, I'm just Trump. I just think he's a fucking con sellout
But
who's
so
like.
is the other one, Kamala.
Yeah, do we forget
I know,
that
but
people-
one of them-
Kamala, the Ugandan giant.
But one of them is not trying to fucking.
middle linebacker.
Yeah,
To
dude.
me, like the biggest two issues, one of them is not trying. I wouldn't even say the biggest two issues. To me, the blaring biggest issue is you're trying to bring your religion into government. That to me is immediately you're not qualified. The other thing too, man, if we really think about it, the fact that Trump still. And again, you know me. I'm a fucking contrarian asshole. This is all very new for me. But the fact that he still is willing to go, like, he said the election was stolen. It was a fraud. You look at what actually happened on
Well-
January 6th. Like, watch the fucking footage. Like, he supported it. He didn't tell them to leave. He let all of that shit happen. Like, I was just watching a 4.5-hour fucking documentary on it. They have footage from the whole thing. It is insane what you're watching.
You can't
Also,
believe all
forget
that
about-
shit, though,
You
buddy.
can't because don't.
What do you
forget the
mean? I'm seeing it with
FBI
my eyes.
No,
You
but
can't
that's when
believe
you're reading it from the fucking leftist slant.
Yeah.
The thing is that
They're not Chinese.
He's gone dirtbag left.
No, I
Dirtbag
really haven't.
left.
I'm like,
He has.
I'm a populist, is what I am. And look, here's the thing: socially, be a libertarian, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Leave people the fuck alone as long as you're not hurting anybody or involving kids and having to see shit they don't need to see.
Dave
do whatever the
Smith
fuck
just
you
walked
want.
in.
But when it comes to like the rest of the country, dude, I'm a full blown like neocon.
You are full
Keep
blown.
every-
If anything.
Come blow me right now. Now that your teeth are out, keep everybody's head down. So the U.S. is number one, bitch. I'm like as American as it gets.
well,
Like,
here's the thing, right?
I like
is-
that.
very conservative on that, on geopolitics and that end of things. But it's like,
Geo's in Long Island.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Geo-
about.
fuck
Geopolitics. are
what
like, yo,
Geo is.
this is what I
It's
think.
passed
Everybody
out.
should be paid in chocolate milks.
Yeah.
If you have a barter
Yo.
system, if you got your scooter pie, you should be able to trade it for a honey bun.
would you want to fight after a chocolate milk?
Come on, man.
I don't think so.
You're too busy holding in his shit. You're not gonna want to rumble.
They used to do that to us in the can when they knew a rally was gonna break out.
Yeah.
Chocolate milk.
Put a Nesquik in that motherfucker.
No more squatting and coughing after visit your family.
Yeah, no, dude. But here's the thing: Trump still to this day won't concede that he lost the election. He says it was a fraud. He says, "Hang on, let me finish. Let me finish." The fact that he then didn't shut that insurrection down. Watch the speech he gave as they started marching over it. That was what ignited people to fucking hit the Capitol. He legitimately straight up rallied and went, "We are gonna fight. Get down there. Let's fucking do this."
Okay.
But dude, in any other world, if there wasn't such the left going so crazy and the fact that he was a response to that, and maybe even a justified response, in any other world, every American would go, that guy should be fucking shot.
Can I say
for
something?
the fact that
it
he
is treason. It was
It
treason.
is treason. He committed treason.
I know.
Did not want to leave office after he lost, and if he could have, he would have fucking stayed in.
Can I
and
say
even
something,
as VP, and we don't give enough credit to Pence, who didn't back him trying to overthrow the fucking government. That is
No, Pence bowed out.
He just did the
Yeah.
David Letterman
Yeah.
by accident with the pen.
No, Pence showed real fucking integrity, going, you know what, this will benefit me, but I'm not committing fucking treason to my nation. So, and he doesn't get enough credit for that because of the other shit, which is, but
he's a fucking weirdo.
His own fucking VP, dude, in any other world, Trump would
Lego
not be allowed to
man,
run.
yeah.
We would hang that guy in the streets.
Yeah.
But because of how crazy the left got, there's this fog over me. I feel like a fog got lifted from me very recently with Trump.
But there
where I'm
was
like,
FBI
fuck this
agents
guy.
in the crowd that were fucking provocateurs. Why do you think the January 6th committee, they stopped prosecuting January 6th because they're like, okay, there's a lot of shit. That's
they were
getting uncovered
rocketeers-
here.
The thing is this: when the conservatives did that on the 6th, it was basically like, look at all the liberals that had been.
First of all, it's not even conservatives.
destroying
It's
cities.
MAGA people. When you look at who it is, MAGA people are not even.
Yeah, but people, they're starting to release people from prison because they were falsely imprisoned for January 6th just for being there.
Well, the
So
thing
now
is,
people are getting out of jail.
Look,
that
when
shouldn't have
January
been
it
6th
was
there.
a
happened-
peaceful protest.
It was.
It
And
was.
That's why they also couldn't stick with.
It
the
wasn't
fucking,
a peaceful protest.
No, but
Look
that's
at
why
watch
they
the
couldn't
video
stick
footage.
with the fucking. What do you call it?
That's why people got
they
shot in the
couldn't stick
face.
with the charges.
What do you look? Watch the footage. Look at what they're saying. Trying to get to. They're literally yelling, "Pelosi, we're about to find you." Like, what do you think that
They
mob
want to see
would
that. They
have
want to
done?
see them jammers, boy.
I get it, but what do you think they would have done if they
yeah.
got there?
I
I want to see them
dude,
jam.
just watch the HBO
Pelosi,
doc
we're
that
coming. We're
dropped.
coming to find
Who
you.
was it where 13
Kamala,
people
we're
showed
coming
up
to find you.
a-
We want to see them
Like,
jammers.
what do you think they would have done? Like an angry
Sucked
mob.
They would have fucking jingle
They're not
jangled them
setting up a
jammers.
dairy farm, buddy.
I know
Yeah,
what
they
I
were
was.
just gonna hand out cookies and
Yeah,
fucking milk.
bro.
That's all.
No, dude.
It
Look,
was a peaceful protest, mostly.
Doug, you sound insane. Like, literally, watch the footage. You
Both
sound
do.
insane. It's crazy.
The thing-
These MAGA people are like fucking lunatics.
But that's why the charges didn't
Hughes.
stick to Trump, because he was sitting there saying, like, go down there and peacefully protest. So they couldn't hit him with anything.
No. Dude, I'm telling you. Just watch this fucking HBO.
Listen,
doc that
if
just
he
dropped.
didn't
It's
do
called 4
this-
Hours in the Capitol.
if he didn't do this
No,
evangelical
it leans
VP,
so far left.
I don't know which way
can't-
HBO
Well,
leans.
Left. Oh,
Oh, for
I mean, they
100%.
probably do
John
lean
Oliver,
left.
Bill
Yeah.
come
Maher,
on,
that
bro.
documentary.
Euphoria.
well,
all
Bill
that
Maher is
Yeah.
a dirtbag left also, isn't
Well,
he?
that's
kind
what I
of,
mean.
yeah.
Every show they have on there, and
Yeah.
then this weekend tonight,
It's
or
like
last
edgy
weekend
left.
tonight is
Yeah.
like fucking left.
The thing that Trump really, I think where he just fucked himself up now is after that shit happened with Sandra Massey. He came out and made a statement that he's going to give all police immunity.
Yeah,
Like that. I'm not.
Bro, that going to a panel of black journalists and questioning Kamala's hair, like, he's just a fucking idiot.
But
and,
I mean,
and the other
does
thing,
he not have a point where she was sitting there saying how Indian she was, and everything that came out, her identity was
she's a
being
politician.
fucking
She was
Indian?
probably at a fucking Indian benefits
No, she's
and had to
mostly-
earn points
but then
there.
all of a
It's
sudden
like,
she
AOC does
became-
the same thing. She's always on Israel's ass, and then when she goes to talk in front of a bunch of Jews, she says she's Sephardic.
And then she
It-
changes her fucking voice. She's like, that's right.
that's
my
all.
name
It's
is
every
AOC."
politician. You don't
Yeah.
think Trump does that?
No.
No,
When has he
his
done
is
that?
the same all the time.
Dude,
He never
here's the
He's
problem.
always the same.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with
Not like
MAGA.
Kamala, where she's an Indian, then she's talking in front of black people. She's like, and we gonna do it again.
Yeah, Joe.
This year.
I don't.
Say it to my face.
To me, Kamala is just a
Bitch.
not Trump. It's
Shake
time
it,
to
Lev.
just get MAGA out of politics. We need real conservatives that aren't selling their fucking ass to what they're trying to push with MAGA, and like, then have an election with those
Why
people.
don't
running.
you fucking run? How about that?
You should run for city council. Yeah.
So you just been run in general.
Assemblyman?
The other thing too, the problem is Trump
Comes out of
on
your end,
certain
Assemblyman.
things. Trump has points, and it's like on fucking geopolitical issues. But here's another thing, dude. Republicans want to cut funding to the war in Ukraine because they're like, people shouldn't be dying. But then they also want to give money to Israel. It's like, in my opinion, you have to be consistent. If you're Israel, to me,
You got to give money to Israel.
Israel to me is the West's military base in a land of people that want the death of America.
Right.
They are like a beacon out there of our security. They test our weapons for us. They do all this shit. At the same time,
Mostly on Palestinians.
whatever.
Do me a favor,
know.
test
What did I
out
watch
this
the footage?
fucking this bunker buster.
Yeah, so
See if it works over the city.
Sidewinder missile.
but
Go
you,
right
and then-
into that hospital there.
But my thing too is like you have to be consistent. Ukraine, what is Ukraine? Ukraine is NATO intentionally wants to destabilize Russia. The U.S. is at war with Russia. They're like, we got to fucking pull some of our
You
enemies.
know about NATO, right?
The U.S.
Why
isn't at
this is
war with
happening.
Russia.
The whole point-
The Democrats are at war
That's
with
true.
It's
Russia.
not the
That's what the
Democrats.
problem is.
Yeah.
Here's what it is. Russia is our adversary. I'm a Russian. Russia is our fucking
Yeah.
enemy. So is China. So is Iran.
They weren't our enemy when Trump was in office.
They still were, buddy. Believe me, they still were. Everything Putin wants, every single thing he wants. Putin wants the war to end.
Mhm.
Anything he wants, you as an American should go, well, I want the opposite of that.
That's not true, though. The reason why Putin, you understand why Putin's doing what he's doing?
It's because
Yo,
of the West. Of course.
That
No,
dude
but
has
also
been
what
in
it was
power
that
since
NATO
I'm 19 years
the
old.
West.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
He's
43 now.
I'm lumping
That's
NATO into this.
crazy.
This is all Western aggression.
Yeah.
The Ukrainian war is Western aggression.
Yeah.
But it's intentional Western aggression to go, this is costing him his population.
Mm-hmm.
This is causing him to have to release prisoners, and then they come back and commit sexual assault in their cities.
Yeah.
It's creating unrest. It's going to make Putin less favorable. Hopefully, the CIA can get a fucking Democratic person in there after him.
But here's one
That's what they're
point.
doing.
Here's
So-
one point that you're forgetting, though. Don't forget that in the 80s when we said that we're not going to push NATO one
Of
inch to the
course.
fucking east, and then he dismantles the Warsaw Pact, and then NATO starts buying up Albania, it starts buying up
course.
Georgia, it
But-
starts buying up all these countries.
And that's Western
and if
aggression.
You're Russia, and look at the Russian history where they were constantly attacked, being insulated by other.
Why did he break up the coleslaw pack?
What?
They ran out.
Yeah, they ran out of cabbage. The government stopped growing it. They hit famine.
No,
I think they call
look,
it.
of course, NATO, the whole
Can you
point of
imagine
NATO.
that your country still goes under because of famine?
Well, he broke up the coleslaw pack.
Yeah.
Well, Derek's barbecue got broken up because he let the fam in.
The famine.
Come on, folks. We're back. No,
But that's the
yes,
problem. If you're Russia, you're looking at this
NATO
like,
was
okay, you
founded
said that
to
you would
drown
not.
Russia.
That's all.
That's all it
That's
and,
all it
and
was.
it's a ticking time bomb of, okay, when do we do it?
Okay, but if you're Russia and you're seeing that happen, where both sides were supposed to disband, NATO
Yes,
was supposed to be
yeah.
disbanded, the Warsaw Pact.
Putin has no choice.
Yeah,
And that's why
exactly.
they
What are
had.
you supposed
so
to
the
do?
West, and I
And I'm
agree.
not vouching for Putin. I'm just saying, does the guy have a point? Yeah, he kind of
Of course he has a point.
Yeah.
This is all Western aggression. This is a Western war. This is the U.S. versus Russia. We're starting it. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what this war is.
That's what it was.
But
Puff Limbaugh.
it's not costing. It's not costing American
Sugar Rush
lives.
Limbaugh.
Puff Limbaugh. Listen,
Sugar Rush Limbaugh.
that's good. Sugar Rush Limbaugh. That's great.
What do you fucking do? Coke before you fucking?
No, I'm fired up. But because I got.
He's just waking up now. That's what's
Yeah.
No,
going on.
I'm saying, look, this is all Western aggression. Fuck Russia. I hope their economy collapses.
There's no aggression coming from the West.
I don't want to hear that word in here again. Nobody's got aggression.
Nobody's got aggression. I don't even want to hear that
Look
word
at this
again.
country.
No, look, Russia. Don't moan. Don't do a little moan. Don't do that.
But
This is
there
on
is-
the fucking gate. All right, we're not
The
fucking.
one thing you did make a point of is that we said that we don't want this war with Russia and Ukraine, but we're also funding Israel to keep fighting in the Middle East and fighting.
Well, it's not that we don't
Iran.
want the war. The left wants the war. They're back in the war because Ukraine is also becoming like, let's put a fucking ally of NATO on
Yeah.
Russia's front yard.
This is the
That's
thing,
the-
though.
That's the
Insane.
goal.
He doesn't want the whole Ukraine. He just wants Crimea, right?
Yeah.
So
He shouldn't have an. First of all, that's not true.
listen. It's that
It's
place
not
is
true.
very
That's
dear
also
to
why
his
he
heart.
invaded-
He spent
he
a lot of
invaded
time there
Georgia,
when he was
too.
a child.
Putin. If you research Putin, because I'm fascinated by him,
That's where he
he
used
actually.
to get bratwurst.
Yeah,
My belief.
he used to go there for
On a
lollipops.
stick, yeah.
My belief is
Candy
Putin
apples.
I remember when I was
sees the
younger.
dismantling of the Soviet Union as like the greatest mistake that Russia has ever made. He thinks that because Lenin gifted Ukraine to Ukraine as their own independent land. He thinks that was like a huge mistake. He took down Lenin's photos in the Kremlin because of it. Because he's like, fuck him, what an idiot he did. It goes against the history of Russia. That's our land. The fact they did this is the reason we have this conflict.
I don't know why they didn't just hand that off to Ukraine. It's like you have the city of Pripyat there, which houses Chernobyl.
Yeah,
and it takes up a lot of fucking land. They'd be like,
it's just all radioactive.
Go ahead.
Well, because even Stalin, like, he let famines hit Ukraine where people had to cannibalize their families because they were like, all right, we got enough grain for us. We don't have enough for them. Fuck them. Like, there's always been this kind of fucked up thing between Russia and Ukraine where we are kind of family, but
you got cannibalized.
Meanwhile, they are the fucking
I see you
same.
looking at me, boy. I see you eyeing me up.
But Putin...
He wants to butter me up.
He's going to eat your dick.
Putin is serving... Like, what I do believe Putin is... He's like genuinely like, to his core is like a KGB superhero.
Oh, dude, he's a dictator and a gangster.
Yeah. He's like, I love Russia. Russia needs to win. Fuck the West, because he sees from his side, Russia's this aggressive, or the U.S. is this aggressive, fucking villainous imperialist nation, and we are. But fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But don't forget, the last time Russia piped up was when who was in office?
Gorbachev,
Barack Obama.
right? Oh, Barack
Obama, when they invaded Georgia. So every time a Democrat gets in office, he gets a little brazen, and he's like, you know
but
what?
here's why this doesn't make
Fuck
sense.
this guy.
Here's why that doesn't make sense.
They invaded Georgia?
The Dems are harder.
Over the
One thing I like about the Dems, they're harder on Russia than Republicans are.
Well, who cares about what's Dems doing and Days doing? Who?
Who is them?
Yeah.
Who?
No, it's like you can't make that statement because like the Dems are harder on Russia. The fact that they're supporting this war is like we're fighting a proxy war where Americans don't die and your people die. This is bad for you.
Yeah, but also, hey, let's not forget how many times is this going to blow up in our face to pay other people to fight Russia? Do we want another repeat of Afghanistan? No,
I mean,
we
the
don't.
Afghanis kicked the shit out of them for 10 years.
They did, but and then what did they do?
They
were
kicked,
like,
guess
what?
But that's the thing.
Right,
Ukraine is like Afghanistan, and
honest,
that Russia will not take it over.
Fist in our fucking ass.
Now Ukraine will fuck
But that's also
our
because
ass.
Afghanistan is all caves, and it's like hard to fucking fight a war where everybody's underground.
Oh yeah, they just killed them at night.
If they keep bombing the piss out of that country.
I think that
how is the war still happening in the Ukraine?
Oh yeah, dude.
How the fuck have they not won yet?
It's a meat grinder. This thing, it's going to
win.
It's
an unwinnable war. Ukraine cannot
win. They can't just bomb the fuck
Dude,
out
they don't have enough.
Why hasn't Russia won yet?
It's designed to be a stalemate. The more Russia gets, the more NATO gives Ukraine to counter.
It's the same reason why Germany could not defeat Russia in World War II. Their population is fucking gigantic. The winters in Russia are absolutely
horrible. But I don't think that I would have thought that Russia would have just like got Ukraine like in a couple months.
That's what they thought too. But that's why Putin has killed every fucking general and every person in his military he's at. They're all dying and getting assassinated because he's realizing
his people.
Oh yeah, dude. Putin murks off all of his own leaders because he was lied to and he thought, oh, these guys, when the time comes, they'll know what the fuck to do. They can't make any fucking progress.
Can we also not forget the fact that the fucking New York Times came out with a story about the Ukraine being the most corrupt country in fucking Europe, that it was pretty much just a money laundering country.
I mean, the fucking president is a comedian.
I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that when all this happened, then we had to support Ukraine, and that as if they weren't still run by right-wing Nazis. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, I'm not a big fan of Ukrainians. I worked with them fuckers.
They're the same as Russians.
When I was bricklaying. They're not good people.
Look, it's a...
You ever been to fucking Sheepshead Bay? What a shithole.
To me, it's as simple as this. It's costing Russia
lives. Ain't the same.
It's costing Russia a lot more than it's costing our enemy a lot more than it's costing us.
Okay.
So for that reason, it's probably smarter to keep Putin tied up so you can't support fucking China when Taiwan gets invaded. Like
who's Putin?
So war is breaking out like all over. I don't think that's because of who's in power. I think it's just like the geopolitical climate changes and war is like inevitable. It's an inevitability of human life.
You want me to call Gio right now?
Yo, I was just about to ignore my daughter. What's up? I'm actually glad you called.
Oh, yeah. I want to weigh in on this.
No,
Damn, fucking, you're on fire.
And the other thing too is this is actually
because you couldn't let it out before.
Yeah.
With the other fucking.
This is actually where I was gonna get to. This is like now I don't understand this. I feel like from the left there's this topic of like nationalism is bad.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't understand that for the life of me.
You
I'm all
can love
about
your
God and
country and hate
baby.
your government.
Can you Google, Natalie, please, why is nationalism bad? Because, I mean, like, to me...
White nationalism, I would think some people would say is bad.
Yes, yeah, of course.
But it's not. White nationalism, they use that term.
Look at Doug Sam. It's not.
Doug took the bait, hook, line, and
Because you know
sinker.
what? I'll tell you why. Because they use the word, and I'm not saying like being a white supremacist is good. It's fucking terrible. But being white and being proud of where you come from.
Yeah.
Look at what England's going through right now. Some would call them white nationalists,
Because they're kicking out all the Arabs, right?
But they do call them that, right?
Right.
They say that it's white supremacy and it's white nationalism. Watch a picture of the parade, the march that they're having.
Mm-hmm.
It's white Englishmen, it's black Englishmen, and
They want the Arabs out.
Yeah, enough with the immigration. You're destroying our fucking country.
I don't know anything about this, so I can't really... It's the only thing I can't weigh in on. But
So the reason why I say like white nationalism.
That's what they say when Lev walks into a restaurant. They go, enough with this Lev guy. He's destroying our...
it's destroying our infrastructure.
So they say things like
Natalie,
white
Google search.
nationalism. Like,
Yeah.
What are... show me the results. What
Right.
are the
Well,
downsides of nationalism?
I have this from
That was like when
um,
9/11 happened, when we all came together. We're like, get these fucking people
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
here. Yeah.
I mean, wow, that was a false.
And then it
flag set
became
up by our government.
Islamophobias.
All right.
Yeah, this is coming from an actual academic article and not just like the AI search results. But it says that the negative
She
outcomes
just shit all over us.
it leads to conflict with others and leads to infringing on other people's rights and creates xenophobia. So like fear of others and fear that someone will take them over.
You know
But
what?
here's the
I agree
problem.
with the positives and negatives of this. I think that's fair.
Xenophobia, isn't that about the monster in that movie Alien?
Scared of aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, xenomorph.
Xenophobia. That was a spin-off of Hercules with Kevin Sorbo.
Xenomorphia warrior princess.
All right, I think that's a fair
That's a
argument.
trans
though.
Xena?
Yeah.
Xenomorphia?
But here's the thing, right? If you immigrate to a country, right? Like everybody calls Americans assholes because we go somewhere else and we expect everybody to be like us, which they are.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows because that's it. But
Yeah, we're the biggest exporter of culture in the world.
yeah. But if somebody comes here and you expect them to assimilate into American culture, that's to be expected. You came here. And they always talk shit about like they always say like Latinos come here, and this is where the right loses people. Latinos come here, like who else wears American flag fucking sneakers and an American flag fucking shirt and hat and wraps a hot dog in a tortilla shell
An Arab.
and goes like Viva la America and in Mexico? More than Mexicans, they love it here.
Yeah.
Like they
Of
are
course,
very
yeah.
patriotic.
I actually
Cubans too?
Yeah, Cubans.
I saw
do. It's
stats
like-
because I thought it was the other way, but I saw stats that say that immigrants that come to America typically commit less crime than people born in America, which is apparently what the data shows.
Well, they've been here not as long as them.
also when immigrants come
but they're also
here,
worried about getting kicked out, and like they had to like sacrifice
Well,
to
not
fucking
now.
get here.
now you won't be kicked out at all.
Well, I heard people are getting kicked out though. Like I heard like
Yeah.
the
So that
influx of
is
the amount
also
of people
another
coming
thing.
I heard Biden like opened the shit up, so 20 million fucking people came in, but now they're trying to get people.
Yeah,
the
it's
fuck
like
out.
it's like stopping the
But I also
bleeding
don't
after
know.
you hit an artery. You know,
Yeah.
it's a tough job.
Yeah. You if you really
and
Now
we
they're
should have
coming
a
through
secure
Canada.
border.
a lot of the stuff in the
13,000
media
people
though
coming through Canada.
is not
Like,
true.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's- They are locking people up still, 100%.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But also to say that there isn't such thing as cashless bail, and there's also people that are being
That
released until their
exists.
court date. Yeah,
That exists
You know,
in this
that's
country.
ridiculous.
In this city.
Yeah, in the city, the city's the biggest proponent of cashless bail, which is fucking ridiculous.
All right, explain cashless bail to me.
Here in this city,
In this country,
It doesn't add inches to your dick.
you get a life
Life
sentence
sentence
for
for
it. Yeah. So cashless bail here and just the bail
Derek
reform
Drescher
here.
is growing up nice.
Did he get his period yet?
Did you do good in school? So did I.
You like comic books?
They call that a paradox. The bail reform, I think, is
I
ridiculous.
was just by the lake and I saw a paradox.
Nice.
Come on, folks.
Attaboy.
All right, go on.
Left
Yeah.
fur, baby.
Weird. I saw
So
a
it's
Portuguese.
either one.
What'd
It's
you
either
say?
I
two.
saw a Portuguese.
A Portuguese. A Portuguese.
Hello.
All right, go on.
It's either too strict or it's too loose, and that's exactly. It was very
Like my ex-wife.
draconian.
I got the one that was too loose.
It was very draconian at one point, where it's like, you couldn't make bail. You were fucking kept in Rikers forever.
Yeah.
Some people died over it, and now it's just that you're just ROR.
Yeah, you're.
You just keep getting released until you go to court.
You shouldn't have a rap sheet that has 23 arrests.
So this is the thing, right? You get caught with drugs, you get ROR'd, but it's still a felony possession. Then you just get caught with drugs again.
Right, slow the fuck down.
What?
Slow the fuck down. I haven't eaten. Say everything you said slower.
Okay.
Also, I don't think you should have a rap sheet. I think you should just memorize it.
Your own.
Yeah, if you're gonna rap, just have it in your head. You're
Hey,
gonna
yo, check it.
You shouldn't be having a jacket a mile long.
I got assault and battery.
As they say in the streets.
All right, go on.
He couldn't think
Lev
of another
Fer.
rhyme.
Fattery. No. All right. It was too draconian, and just recently, within the past 5 years, they've changed it to where it is so loose. Doug could slap me, right? Which would
Yes, he could.
which would be assault.
And it'd be a clip.
Yep. They would arrest
Go
him.
viral.
They would arrest him, and as soon as the paperwork was done, they would release him. Then he could go
This happens 100% of the time.
all the time. Then
Yeah,
he could slap
it's-
somebody else, and then they would release him. But this is the thing. This, like, I had a friend who continued to get caught with drugs. He got 5 felony possessions in a matter of a month. And I said, guess what, bro? Now you're going to prison. Because when you go to court and they have 5 felony possessions in front of you, you have to pay. You have to pay. So instead of taking him off the streets on that first one and it get knocked down to a misdemeanor, now he has it's a mess. It's a mess, and it's not good.
I mean, it sounds to me like this might not be a horrible idea for things that aren't violent crimes.
No, but even the violent stuff, bro.
Yeah.
There are the
Yeah,
only
like
way
a
you don't
violent-
get
Remember the
if you have
dude-
2 felony convictions, you will not get bail.
The guy who got arrested for assault, they let him go. They did his paperwork. They released him, and then he comes back and he kills his fucking girlfriend.
See,
It's like, Jesus Christ, you had this fucking asshole.
you had him.
That's why you got cops leaving. They're like, I'm not gonna become a cop in New York City. What are you fucking?
The guy that
nuts?
fucking shot my brother,
Yeah.
he should have been in jail.
Yeah.
They just caught him with 2 guns like a couple months
See,
earlier.
that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Gun charge guys on federal gun charges are getting out
Yeah.
the next day.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So why are they doing this?
Because I think I really think
If I had my
what happened with Khalif Browder.
to destroy society.
Yeah, what happened with Khalif Browder really it touched a lot of people, but they should have met in the middle, and that's the problem with the left and the right. They
What
can't
happened with
ever
Khalif
meet.
Browder? He put out a new album? What the fuck is that?
You don't know who Khalif
I don't
Browder
know
is?
who that is.
He had a
So
solo drop.
he supposedly, allegedly stole a backpack, but they never recovered the backpack, and he stayed in Rikers for like I think probably over a year.
Yeah.
And he was beaten like every day. There's videos of him just being assaulted by the COs. And when they finally released him, he ended up winning like $30 million, and then he killed himself from the PTSD.
My
Yeah.
God.
And they made a whole big thing about it.
Imagine
and,
that. You give him $30 million, then he just offs himself.
Yeah.
Where does that money go? Where's that
He
go?
was in jail for 3 years.
3
All right,
years?
whatever.
This is the other thing
You
I'm thinking
said
of,
you,
like,
I was supporting you.
you get
No, I know,
falsely
I'm just
But
accused.
they
Thank
didn't
you,
tell
Natalie.
you that in that
So
backpack was
You get
government
falsely
chips.
accused.
Yeah.
You got to survive in jail.
No, you know what was in the
fucking-
backpack?
Shit escalates. You never get out. over a crime you never did.
Microprocessors.
Microprocessors
Microprocessors were in that backpack.
And he didn't have automatic weapons. You don't bring automatic weapons to a deal. What does he say again?
So you don't bring.
It sounds to me like they're over adjusting.
It's bad.
It's
So-
terrible.
Yeah.
If I wish I was doing crime now.
We
Yeah.
should.
Now.
We should all 3 of us right now. Natalie, you could come too. And same thing with you, Horace. We should go to a CVS and start filling up bags
And
and just reselling them right outside that same CVS.
they can't touch you anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know that I care.
About what?
Like
CVS?
people, like it's like it does affect you though, because like I literally will not go to those fucking stores
the
anymore
city's a
because
shithole.
you literally cannot get a energy drink
Mhm.
without it being locked in a vault.
Yeah.
It
Do
is-
you see how crazy McDougal is at night during the
It's
weekend?
Yeah, of
horrendous,
course.
dude.
I guarantee you, probably a quarter of those guys just left the precinct.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah. Well, I saw cops have a standoff with a dude who I could tell they have arrested 100 times.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "We doing it again?" And they
Mil-
were like,
Milky
"We
Eye
don't
guy?
want to."
Yeah.
And he just like,
Milky Eye.
no, it's a different dude. I know who you're talking about. That's Geo after you bust. We're gonna have him back.
It's when you're contract negotiations.
So, yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like people get people, and this is everything in political. People go, "Oh, that's fucked up," and then there's an over adjustment, and then it's got to come back and meet somewhere in
Yeah.
the middle.
You know, if we just
Like you had
locked
George
up,
Bush, then you had Barack Obama, then you got Trump, then you had Biden.
If we locked up
But
all
to me,
the gays,
Biden is more middle.
If we locked up all the gays, this would stop.
Probably.
Because they're the one causing all the ruckus.
Yeah, they are.
They just can't shut up.
All that butt fucking.
Yep.
If you locked up all the gays, no one would work a guest.
Yeah, speaking of butt fucking.
Also, if you locked up
That's
the
a good
gays, you
point.
wouldn't even have a podcast.
Yeah.
That's true.
Doom-doom-sh.
Come on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have had
Hello.
one. Your last episode, you would have been here talking to yourself.
Solo show. Speaking
Got
of
it.
which,
Atta boy, he got it in there.
I think I'm ready to start
And I did it without saying.
Atta
a
boy.
secret solo podcast. Because I realize there's
Wait,
so
my
many...
secret. Don't you want people to listen?
Nope.
Okay.
There's so many things that I want to talk about that just my guests would never know.
All right.
That I
Why
just...
is that? Why don't you
Like
try it?
House of the Dragon, season 2. I can't talk
yeah,
to you
get the
fucking
fucking-
dickheads about that.
House of-
That's why you get the guests. Like I'm sure those last two guests would
More
like
like-
to talk about House
Send
of the
in-
Dragon.
House of Dragons, more like House of Faggins.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
That's what I'm saying.
First of all, he's a great runner. And he's got a good book.
Oh, you're spinning my fucking head around. What are you doing? I
What?
came here to fucking have a good time.
We are. What do you
I'm
mean?
having a great time.
You're
talking
fucking
about
ramming this fucking politics down my throat.
It is fun to talk about every now and then. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. It's like what he was saying. It's like, is there any meeting in the fucking middle at all? Like, why can't I be
Not really,
pro
no.
Second Amendment and like pro choice? Like, why can't I be both of them things?
Well, you can't.
Why can't I be like pro gay rights, but I also
But here's the other thing.
lower
Because
taxes?
you're not.
Dems just want your ARs. They just want your ARs.
Which is another dumb thing.
So I
They're
think
like
it's
most
fair.
mass shootings are
AR-15?
caused by AR-15s. Like they're not. That's not what most mass shootings are caused by. They are not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really.
Untreated mental
Look,
health
here's
is
what
a
it is.
huge
Dems have to
problem
look
in
like
this
they're
country.
doing something. But also, Dems want bigger background checks. They want a waiting period, which I don't even know if I agree with that because I had to buy a gun for somebody one time, and a waiting period would have really fucked
Yeah,
that
he had to
up.
wait for the guy to get out of his car.
Yeah, when
That's
you
why he
when
bought
you
the gun.
need a gun, you need a gun now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you
My girlfriend's acting up. Come on, let's go before we make up.
Yeah, come on, Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know it, but that's the thing. They have to make it look like they're doing something.
But you're not Kamala. You started the pot off by going, I'm supporting Kamala, and you're not.
It's hard for
I
me
am.
to-
I'm supporting getting MAGA
You?
out of American politics,
Yeah.
so the Conservative Party can reset, find its identity,
Mm-hmm.
get away from this fucking Christian fundamentalist bullshit, get away from taking women's rights, and focus
when
on
they
what
take
you're
away women's
good at.
rights, though?
Less, and also here's what drives me crazy. It's like
never happened.
the party that wants less fucking regulation, less restriction, less telling you what to do is like we're gonna tell women exactly what they can and can't do. It's just that is fucking crazy.
But
to me.
also, why is
just
abortion,
leave people the fuck alone.
Why is abortion such a big fucking issue? It's not.
Because
It
it's
really
prevalent
isn't.
and you should have been one.
Oh, that's not nice. See, come on. We're having fun here on the podcast.
I'm
You gotta-
kidding. Wait, what do you
gotta
mean?
say
Go on.
hurtful
We have
things.
to abort that zit on your head as
Yo,
well. We need to-
do you know how hard
You
it is?
can in 30 states. You can't kill that.
Yeah, I know. I can't. It's on my 4th trimester with this fuck. Do you know how hard it is to look in the mirror and not want to go, you motherfucker? and
Yeah,
just-
no, it's not ready yet.
I know, but
It's
I
not
know
ready yet.
that if I pop it, it'll be a fucking
Mess.
great. It'll
Yep.
be potato salad everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
Let,
it'll be a
let's
good one.
salivating now, baby.
Yeah, I can't
Focus.
fucking-
I haven't eaten.
Why, you want some?
No, no,
Go get a
no.
cup.
But what were you saying about abortion?
Abortion is not a big issue on the grand scheme of everything else that happens in the country, in the fucking world. Abortion is something, if you notice, abortion only comes up, when is it the most prevalent? During an election year. Other than that, we forget about it for 3 fucking years.
Can I say how I feel about this? My feeling is abortion should not be a top issue.
No,
but
exactly.
the reason
it should
the
not.
reason it is because
The
now
Red stokes the flames.
no, it's because you now have a side that is totally threatening to take it away. And I do think repealing Roe v. Wade was a terrible fucking choice
Yeah,
for this
but like
country.
I
And that's
said-
one side doing that. And the fact that you have these fucking lunatics like Vance, who Christians can pay to fucking say this shit,
Mm-hmm.
I think is fucking insane. I think it's a betrayal to your country. I think it shouldn't be a top issue. I think you leave it the fuck out of the conversation. Let women be protected.
Right.
Abortion should be safe, legal, rare.
Listen, I'm all for abortion being legal. I think that's why it's a stupid.
But it's only the
pro-choice,
fucking Republicans
abortion's
pushing
fine.
that shit. And they're
But
like,
again, nobody gave a fuck until states were trying to push it into the 3rd trimester. Abortion, nobody was talking about it.
I don't remember that.
Until, I think it was either Virginia or West Virginia.
Of course you don't.
No,
Of course you don't.
I believe you.
And they were like, you could have
And-
an
and I
abortion
d-
3rd trimester. It's
Yeah,
like
like
are
an
you
8-month-old
nuts?
fucking baby.
Look, I think federally,
The thing's got a cock.
Yeah.
my opinion is federally,
I
what
like,
should
I
be
like
protected.
to let it make its own choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I got into a fight with somebody the other day where I was like,
You beat him up?
He goes, it should. This
Threw him
guy
in a
goes.
wood chipper.
Yeah.
This guy who I know is like very MAGA swept up now. He goes, it should be states' rights.
What's
and,
his name?
And all 50 states should make
Doug.
it that first semester or first trimester.
Semester.
Yeah. The
First semester of college is when these bitches usually get knocked up.
It says right here in the syllabus. So he was like, it should be states, right? And all 50 states should do this. I go, hey, retard.
That's not a
if
state,
all
right?
50 states should do it, you think it should be federal.
Yeah.
These are even like MAGA idiots. I was like, first semester.
Yeah. First semester, wear a condom.
Yeah, do whatever the fuck you
Put
want.
on that freshman 15 that
But
ass
you get
gets
into
a
the
little
third
bit-
semester.
Second with exception.
Then it's time to fucking go
Third,
for your
I think
bachelor's.
it's third unless it's like you're gonna die or the baby's gonna die or you find out it's retarded. Then you could then if you fucked.
But yeah, but you find out it's
I don't
retarded,
even care. I
so,
mean,
like,
the
first
fact that
7,
abortion is good in New York has like saved me a lot of money.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That's
I
the other
never
thing,
had
too.
one, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it shouldn't be a top
But
issue.
again,
But when
nobody
one
cares
when
about it
one
until they
party
do
is
something like
fucking because the party is threatening to take it away and they want to take it
No,
away.
but they weren't. Abortion wasn't even talked about until this third trimester bullshit came up. In
because it was
fucking
handled.
Virginia.
It was fucking handled. Like Roe v. Wade had it covered. Nobody had a fucking issue
but
with it.
That's my
What
point.
the
is,
fuck
like,
does
they're sitting there
Dwayne
poking
Wade
the
have to fucking do with this?
You
Huh?
know that great Louis joke where he's like, Roe was the woman and Wade was the baby, I think.
I never heard that one.
That's great.
But that's the thing. Nobody gave a fuck. Just
Dwayne
like
Wade was the
nobody-
best shooting guard in the NBA
Nobody
for
was
5
really
years.
anti-LGBTQ until
Speak for
it started
yourself.
to get fucking
Speak for
forced
yourself,
down.
Doug.
Until our last
Speak
episode.
for yourself.
Up until 10 minutes ago. Nobody was really anti-LGBT.
No, people were anti.
Look.
Growing up in my lifetime, it switched. America chilled the fuck out on gay rights.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody cared when it was in the privacy of your own home. Nobody really gives a fuck what you do. But then when it started to be forced on everybody, again, as a left identity and a left agenda for every fucking corporation to fall in line, and it was
No,
being
I do think
forced
there's
down
a
your
fatigue, I think.
And there's millions and millions of dollars in
but
this
I know
shit.
gay people who feel that way.
A lot of money in this shit.
Like I know gay guys who are like, I think they're overdoing it. I think
Yeah.
it's a bad look for us. I don't think people's dicks should be out at fucking parades.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And-
Which is hilarious
Yeah.
at the parades. Like, the whole reason why it started is because you wanted equal rights. And at the time, yeah, okay, parade, it served a purpose. You were right. You wanted your equal rights.
Yeah, but why you got a hump? Why you got a hump in the
legit.
street?
And
Why you
First
gotta-
of all, you're
why you gotta
fucking
do
Puerto
that?
Rican.
Why-
So you're one to talk.
I'm against that parade also.
Okay.
I'm against that
I'm
parade
against
also.
all parades
Yeah.
that celebrate nationality.
Yeah.
Well, then what
sexual
will I do in
identity.
November? Where will I float?
Oh,
Wait, what's in oh,
Thanksgiving Day
son of a
parade.
bitch.
Yeah.
What's so fucking funny? You fucking parade float?
Oh.
I'm a
Look.
captain now.
Oh. You
don't
can't
talk
talk
to me
like that.
And he points at him with his middle finger.
Yeah.
You threw a sandwich at Vito. That's
Gotta
got to be resolved.
He was laughing.
That might be my favorite line for the whole show. That's got to be resolved.
That's gotta be resolved.
You threw a sandwich at Vito.
You got to just give him money
Gravy's
for that,
good
right?
tonight. Yeah, he
Give him
did
a piece of
something.
action,
He just
something
shook
like
his
that.
hand. I don't know.
Maybe you should start sucking cock instead of watching TV Land
or whatever the fuck it is you're doing because
Vito brought in 3 times what you bring in on construction. And I didn't have this problem. And I love the cut to Carlos Face where he's like,
He's like, oh, would you fucking take
Who
it
did he-
easy, fucking Judge Roy Bean?
Who did he say that
I don't
to?
look that up
To
to see who the
Carlo.
fuck
He said
that
that to
was.
Carlo?
Yeah.
when they were driving from
Maybe you
Hesh's
should start
place.
sucking cock.
Yeah, because he went to go pay Hesh, and they invited him to the horse race, and Hesh thought something was up, so
Yeah.
he didn't go. And
He
he's
thought
like,
he was going to get killed.
yeah, he's like, can you believe this motherfucker? I drove all the way out here to give him his fucking vig,
Yeah.
and he don't want to go with me.
Yeah.
This smoke break is brought to you by YoDelta.com, the official Getting High sponsor of the Gas Digital Network.
Last fucking time I do somebody a favor.
Yeah. He owed him like $200,000, didn't he?
300, I thought. 250. It
Look,
was a bridge loan.
Hesh.
Yeah.
Bro, if conservatives ran on a point of like, hey, women's rights, do what you need to do, be quiet about it, make it rare,
That's what I'm talking about.
and fucking ran it, keeping religion out,
Rare.
and just stick to the economy, stick to fucking security, stick to geopolitical issues.
Hey,
Who wouldn't back that? Like, who wouldn't back that?
No, I
Gio
know,
is
but
not
that's-
here to
that's
defend
the
himself,
problem,
Lev.
right?
Jesus Christ.
Why do you keep shoehorning Gio?
I don't know.
But that's the problem. Again, you say keep religion out of politics, all this other
I don't have a
shit.
dog in this fight. I don't know what's going on.
You got a pit
know
bull
what
in
I
your
mean?
basement
And
you're
that's-
training, though.
And that's the thing. I agree with you to keep religion out of politics, but at the same time, again, absentee of religion for the left is their identity. That is their religion. And none of it makes sense at all.
I think they're more of them, and identity is virtue signaling than it is the LGBT issues.
Which
and
I
all
think
that.
it's a minority, but it's a loud fucking minority. Where again, LGBT.
Yeah, bro. Most
That's how I feel
minorities,
about
most
MAGA.
minorities are loud. I mean,
Yeah.
let's just fucking call it.
It's a fact.
That's
call
true.
it how we see it.
You ever been
How
on
we
a
hear
beach
it.
in Rockaway?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I haven't been, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, well, they'd harpoon you if you went over there.
Yeah. Push him back in the water.
Let's be rude to Lev. Wouldn't that be funny?
That was a Louis Anderson joke, actually.
Yeah.
See when he used to lay on the beach, people try to push him back in. Come on,
People
help.
try to push me back in the water when I was on the beach.
He's like, I'm on a meal plan.
Yeah.
You have meals for Tuesday, for Wednesday. It's all
Yeah.
made for you.
Let me move this
He's like-
microphone stand so you could see me
He's like,
better.
I'm up till next Friday right now.
He was a funny fuck.
Yeah, he was.
He was funny.
He was.
Closeted gay man for a long
Ari's
time.
got a good story about him that when Louis Anderson taped for This Is Not Happening,
Yeah.
it didn't go great.
Oh,
And-
the one about his brother.
yeah, and by the way, he has a This Is Not Happening. That's phenomenal story.
He has a couple of them, right?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And it instantly made me a fan. But he said like after Louis got off and everybody was like, "You were so great. That was awesome." But he knew, he was like, "That wasn't great."
Mhm.
And he said to Ari, like, "I don't think that went really well." He's like, "Can I retape it?" And he was like, "Yeah, you can do it." And he shot it again, and the next time was fucking great.
Oh, great.
But the fact that he had that awareness,
His brother was like a bank robber or some shit.
yeah,
Or
something
safe
like that.
cracker. His brother,
know
yeah.
that.
And they hit him out from the cops one day, like in the closet underneath the pile. It was a great story, I remember.
Great
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fucking crushed. Everybody
Safe
should watch
We
it.
cracker.
cried a little bit at the end, too.
This Is Not
Yeah.
Happening. Louis Anderson.
Enough with the crying.
That was a
podcast,
great
huh?
show.
Yeah.
I loved watching.
That was
those on
great.
YouTube.
And then they fucked it up.
And then they had to give it. I'm gonna let me be
No, Roy,
quiet.
I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
watched
yeah.
Roy's
Let me-
version of it, but Roy is also phenomenal.
Oh, he's
One of the
He
best
is,
comedians
He's got-
in the
they-
world.
they
But
just
it's like
phenomenal.
you know, you're watching the TV show without the main
yeah.
character.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like when
Ari
they
had it
killed
perfect.
off fucking Uncle Phil's wife in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Exactly.
and they
yeah,
brought
you're
somebody
like,
else
what
in.
the
You know what I
fuck?
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this?
I
shit?
could
Or
connect
when
with
Roseanne
those
gone-
characters so much.
Yeah. Roseanne's gone, and now you got the Connors. It's like, what is this horse shit
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah.
just funding?
Mm-hmm.
Loses money because Roseanne's not there.
New York City, September 6th. I'll be headlining Friday night at
Can I
Rodney's.
do a guesty? No, I'm
Please
kidding.
come out. We got to fill that bitch up. And September 25th,
Me
I will
and you
be
double host.
in
We should. That'd be
Chicago.
fucking great.
Yeah, me and Doug
Zany's
double host.
Comedy
Part-time.
Club.
Yeah.
Come out to that. Please grab tickets. Let me know when you get them. Also, I'm starting a little secret project. Don't tell anybody. Email advice questions if you want to be talked about on it to thelevfershow@gmail.com.
Could I do some advice?
I gotta
I'll
actually
give you
get
some
a new
fucking
email 'cause
advice.
It's not gonna be called
Don't
that.
fucking ask anybody.
Yeah.
But email your scenario,
Don't eat
your
yellow
situation.
snow.
If you wanna get
No,
talked
that's a
about,
tip.
send it
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
TheLevFerShow@gmail.com. We love you. Leave a 5-star rating. Do all that good stuff. Spread the word. I see you guys on Reddit. I read every comment. Shout out to all of you guys that have been fucking supporting the show. man.
Thoughts
You
and
guys are the
prayers
best.
to everybody out there.
Yeah. I'll be at Rodney's on September 6th.
Wait. I'll be at Rodney's at September 6th, hosting for Lev Fer and
Yep.
Derek Drescher.
Yep.
I mean,
Me and
maybe-
Doug's going to double
Maybe
host.
you guys will be.
Yeah,
Who knows?
we should. Just don't make me a host this time.
Your
But
host at a
fill it out.
combined weight of 380 pounds.
The Demolition Men of
Bye.
Comedy.
And your headliner,
don't
weighing
think
in
they
at
heard the cue to say
390
goodbye.
pounds.
This is awesome. We take over the airwaves. This is Rebel Radio.